My name is Matt.
Matt, great. Matt, and what is it you do?
Well, I'm a baker.
You're a baker?
I'm a baker, yeah.
Okay, that's awesome. So tell us how you met Frankie.
Well, Frankie and I, it was a fun story. Like, we met at this club. It was in West Hollywood, West Hollywood as we like to call it. And when he walked in the door, it was his presence. I mean, his long flowing blonde hair and his roller skates, and it was fantastic. I didn't even realize that there was a drag show going on that night.
Wow,
but it was almost love at first sight.
And what were you wearing?
Well, I was in my little, which night was that? Oh yes. That was. I had my pom-poms and my little cheerleader outfit on. It was fantastic.
You had no idea that Frankie had a cheerleader fetish. Loved guys in cheerleader outfits.
I did find out that evening though.
Yeah, that's
yes,
great.
It was
Awesome.
fantastic.
And so, how long did your relationship last?
I think it was about 30 seconds.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I went over and he fell down right away and kicked me right in the shin with his skates, and I had to go to the emergency room. So that was the
that was the extent of it.
That was the extent of our relationship.
Okay,
yeah.
Great. But you kept in contact with him after that to some degree.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And shared stories and stuff, I imagine.
A few stories.
Okay.
Yeah, here and there. It was weird, when I found out that he actually was married and had kids, I noticed that maybe I didn't really have a chance with him, and it was kind of off-putting. But he would come around here and there, and it was fun. We had a good time.
Great, awesome. Well, that's really good to hear. So, any special messages you'd like to give Frankie for his birthday?
Well, Frankie, I would just like to wish you a happy birthday, and we hope to see you again out in West Hollywood.
I'm Nate Tam. I am from Sierra Madre, California, 21 years old, and yeah.
Great, Nate. So, what do you do?
I'm a film editor. I'm an art student right now.
Oh, that's very cool.
Yeah.
So, tell us a little bit. How did you meet Frankie?
I must have met Frankie 5 or 6 years ago. We were skinny dipping somewhere by Lake Tahoe. I can't tell you where. I didn't know. I was a little. I'm assuming he was too, but it was cold and lovely.
Yeah.
And
wow. So there was shrinkage.
There was lots of shrinkage on his part, not mine.
And so, were you guys polar bearing? Is that what you were doing, like skin dipping?
No, not like that.
Okay.
A little more hardcore than that.
So, and you've stayed in touch with him since then? Huh?
Yes.
And
yes.
How is it you associate with him now? And what, just as basic friends, or do you have any?
I don't consider him one of my best friends, but I definitely consider him a very good acquaintance. And if we ever need to have fun or go skinny dipping, then I give him a call.
Okay, awesome. It was his birthday yesterday. He turned 40.
Was it?
So, yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So basically,
congratulations.
Do you have any special message you'd like to convey to him for his birthday?
Give me a call, man. I'm here.
My name is Michelle O'Shea.
Michelle, and tell us how old you are, Michelle.
I'm 21.
All right, awesome. We're doing this video for Frankie for his birthday, and I would like to ask you how it is you met Frankie.
Okay, well, we were at his concert, and he was so cute, and I went up to him, and he was kind of busy because he was doing the security stuff, but he was like covered in security. The guys would not move, and I'm like, dude, look at me, I am totally his biggest fan, and they wouldn't believe me, and so I kind of had to like shove my way in, but I eventually got to meet him, and I got his autograph, and I haven't washed this shoulder since, but I stole his chapstick, and he was kind of busy, but I've been his biggest fan since like forever, and I really wanted to wish him a happy birthday because he's so cute. And hi, Frankie.
Did you get to talk to him for very long? What did you talk about?
Well, I tried to tell him about how much I loved him, and that I gave him my number. I wrote it on his hand, but you better not have washed your hand. But if you did, I forgive you. You haven't called me.
What's your number?
Oh, my number is 626-824-3159, and you need to call me, Frankie, because I miss you, and if you don't call me, I need you to call me, Frankie.
Any other special messages for his birthday?
Really sexy.
Thank you very much. We appreciate your time, Michelle.
Bye.
Over the top.
name's Ed.
Ed, and how old are you, Ed?
Oh, about 48.
48 years old. Awesome. You want to tell us how you met Frankie?
Yeah. Frankie and I, we met as kids, actually, at the California Youth Authority Barstow campus. Yeah, pretty cool place to meet. And he was actually Student of the Month 3 months in a row. And he earned an early release, and that just inspired me to clean up my act, because I figured, hey, if Frankie can clean up and get out of here early, you know, I can do that too. So he was just quite an inspiration in my youth.
Do you remember what Frankie was in the Youth Authority?
You know, we didn't talk a whole lot about what brought us to CYA. We, you know, kind of more focused on what we're going to do when we get on out. So I don't really know what brought him there.
And what were you in for?
Yeah, just petty theft, you know, just being a kid.
And petties, they're not so easy to steal anymore?
There's just not a market for them anymore, okay. Which is, you know, kind of why I dropped that. And, you know, Frankie was an inspiration there. He kind of told me, think ahead, you know, find out what the next thing is and go for it.
And so what was that for you?
Right now it's cybercrime.
Great.
Yeah,
awesome.
Yeah, so we're doing good at that. It's an international market, which is really nice. Got a base, and if the economy here is not so good, you know, it's not a problem because there's other countries.
And Frankie was your inspiration for that?
Yeah, I mean, he cleaned up his act in a different way, and I, you know, cleaned up, kind of went a little bit more white collar, you know, clean.
Okay, any special message you have for Frankie?
Hey, Frankie, you know, thank you for the inspiration. You have made me the man I am today. Thanks.
My name is Daur.
Dower.
Yeah.
How old are you, Dower?
I am 23 years old.
Okay, wonderful. Dower, where are you from?
I'm from Senegal, West Africa.
Senegal. How long have you been here?
I've been here for almost 4 years now.
Awesome. And tell us, so how did you meet Frankie?
Frankie, yeah, I remember one time, I was in the house and he came looking for a burger place in the middle of a village where I grew up. And no one spoke English there but me.
Really?
So my sister called me out and said someone is here and he only speaks English and he wants a burger. And I came out, I was laughing because you can't find burger there. It's a village. So I took him out hunting and
made your own burgers?
We talked, we chatted for a while and we became friends since.
Now, did he speak, what's the native, the tongue that most people speak there in Senegal?
Wolof.
Wolof.
Yeah.
Did he speak Wolof?
He didn't speak anything but English.
But English, but you spoke English and were able to...
Yeah, I speak English, so yeah.
That's great, awesome. What kind of hunting would you catch?
We got a rabbit.
You got a what?
Rabbit.
Really? A rabbit?
Yeah,
awesome.
a rabbit, yeah.
And just the two of you eat it?
Just the two of us.
Had night fallen by then?
It was around like 5 going to 6 o'clock. Yeah.
So it was getting, you build a fire and cook it yourselves there?
Yes, we did. And
that's awesome.
He liked it a lot, so he came here and I came join him like 4 years later. And I stayed with him for like a few months and I moved out to have my own place, yeah.
That's awesome.
He's a cool guy.
Great. Any special message for him on his birthday?
Happy birthday, Frankie.
Awesome.
I love you, man.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Marianne.
Marianne, great. What is it you do, Marianne?
I am a desk goddess in a hair salon.
Great. Awesome. How long have you been doing that?
I've been doing that about 3 years.
So tell us, Marianne, how long have you known Frankie?
Oh, Frankie and I, we go way back. Way back. I met him in Bronx underneath the bridge.
Really? That sounds like a story there. Tell me how you met him.
Yes, I did. Well, I was walking down the street. It was really cold and I was freezing and I didn't have anything to eat. And there was this guy walking towards me and there he comes and he had this big, big pot of chili. And so I asked him if I could have his chili and he gave it to me, like without even caring. He was just a really good guy.
Really?
Yeah.
And so you ended up staying in contact with him after that?
I ended up staying in contact with Frankie. He gave me his phone number, and anytime I need a bowl of chili, he brings it to me.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
You know, I've never had his chili. Is it pretty good?
His chili is awesome. He's got so much stuff in his chili. No beans, because he doesn't want any farting, you know.
Yeah, it's probably his is more than enough.
Yes.
That's not sexy. That's great. So, how long has it been since you've seen Frankie?
Oh, God, let me see. It's been at least 3 or 4 years.
And so you saw him like right before he went into prison?
Yeah. Whoa, he went into prison.
Yeah, you didn't hear about that, I guess.
Oh, no, I didn't hear about that. Sorry, Frankie.
So, you know, his birthday was actually just yesterday. Anything specific you'd like to say for him on his birthday?
Well, let me see, Frankie. Don't ever grow up. Stay a little boy. Don't ever grow up. That's it. Like me, I always want to stay a little boy. I mean, you know, a little girl. I never want to grow up, ever.
So Jack, when's the last time you had sex and not with yourself?
I don't remember.
My name's Rick Johnson.
Rick Johnson. That's wonderful, Rick. It sounds terribly uncommon.
Not really, not in this area.
Yeah, so tell me, Rick, what is it that you do?
I am a logger. I was a logger up in Washington State and have recently moved down to join Hollywood. I want to work behind the camera as not a logger, but a carpenter.
Oh, that's marvelous. That sounds really... So tell us how you met Frankie.
Frankie and I met when he first came to America. He arrived in Florida, and we were, I was actually not a logger yet. I was working as a cook shack chef at a logging camp, and Frankie was a swamp logger. And you know what got me is I'm a dog guy. Like, I love dogs, not, I love dogs. And Frankie had this little logging dog that he called Swilly. And Swilly was the dog that was specialized to take the dynamite down to the log and blow it out of the mud. But Frankie was kind of, being from Africa, he was willing to do whatever it took to stay in America. And so he would actually French kiss Swilly because that was the only way Swilly would take the dynamite to the log. So just through that, we had a lot of chance to play poker and talk about logging and dogging and all that. And then when he moved out west, he had told me he had to because he wasn't making enough money in the swamp logging to pay for the 3 kids he had in Africa. So he had to move west, and I followed him. And we started up north. I went north and he went south, and he said there were better babes down south, and I'm not into babes. So I like log.
Great. So you parted ways? How long ago was that?
I don't know. I've had so many trees fall on my head in the last few years, I can't even remember.
Okay. So have you been in touch with him since you returned?
No, I'm hoping that this is the way because, I'm not a friend of his on Facebook. I've tried. I've tried to get a hold of Frankie.
Do you need a minute?
No. But I've tried. So Frankie, brother, happy birthday.
Any other special message you have for him? Or?
I hope everything goes well. I've heard you have some new kids here in the States, and I hope they all have a chance to meet up at a reunion sometime.
And, by the way, did you know Swilly died? That was insensitive of me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Let's move on. Thank you very much for your time. We appreciate it.
Happy birthday, man.
My name's Jean.
All right, Jean, and what is it you do?
I'm a musician. I play mandolin today.
What else do you play?
I play violin.
Awesome, great. So I have a question for you. How did you meet Frankie?
Oh, we used to play in jam sessions years ago.
What did he play?
He played guitar, sang.
Awesome, wonderful. So you have a special message for Frankie or something like that?
Yes, I just am celebrating another year of life, of music, and I want to play a little song for you. Everybody can join in and sing if you'd like.
Message?
Have another 45 years left, or 50 at least.
Thanks a lot, Jean.
I don't remember.
Dawn frost is beating from the cold damp night, and the fright of the fever is a loss of sight. No more beautiful face that the merest trace any simple scent. Killing time I squandered from the time that passed on the road to comfort from the pains of your past. The times of sharing all the things I see where my heart just went. Every part of me sees something great. Reticent through fear, I hesitate. Desperate cause I think I know the fate of the love I feel.